Hello and welcome to another whisky tasting here on Dram du jour. I'm Scott Wilson and today we're going to be tasting a quite magnificent dram from the Isle of Harris Distillery. The distillery itself has been producing gin since 2017. It's built itself a fabulous reputation, and as of the 22nd of September 2023 they are now producing whisky. It's been a long journey and one that I've been waiting for quite some time, since my son and daughter-in-law, my daughter-in-law is from the Outer Hebrides, went back to my daughter-in-law's home and visited her grandparents, and they paid a visit to the distillery, and they were told the story of the whisky, which would be up and coming, and the distillery were looking for founder members, if you like. They had a club, they were calling it the 1916, because that was the original population of the Isle of Harris. And my son and daughter-in-law made me one of the founders, and I now have a membership card that tells me I'm one of the 1916, and I'm effectively a guest for life. And so reading through the stories here, lavishly decorated with great pictures, I'm thinking I'm really looking forward to tasting this whisky. Well, it's been a long time coming, but it's been very much worth the wait. So the 1916 founder members such as myself got one of the first 1916 bottles from the first casking, the first bottling, and this is bottle number 1645. And that shall remain unopened for some time. However, I was very keen to try it, and so the distillery launched 8 different releases from that first bottling, and this is from release number 3. So let's give it a try. It's a beautiful bottle. If you're familiar with the Harris gin bottle, you'll be familiar with this design round here. It's really lovely. It's benefited from a long fermentation which runs for up to 5 days, as well as maturation for up to 5 years in 3 different cask types: Fino butts, first fill bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks. You see, the first thing you notice when you pour it out is how pale it is. It does have nice legs though, and let's try the nose on it. There's a lovely, delicate hint of smoke. It's not like an Ardbeg or a Lefroy. It's not something that, you know, grabs you. It's very subtle. Like a bonfire in a wide open space like in a field or on the beach. It's very subtle. And then you're getting fruits and flora like red apples, cherries as well on the nose. Vanilla, of course, quite floral. The sweetness of honey in there as well. And there's a nip on the nose too, like cinnamon, not cinnamon, like ginger. It's very lovely. Let's try it. Oh, it's sweet. It's sweet there. Like freshly cut apples and like tablet. So for those of you in Scotland that are watching, you'll know exactly what I mean by tablet. For those of you abroad, similar to fudge, but instead of being flexible like fudge is, our tablet made here with evaporated milk and sugar, lots of sugar, is solid. And that's the overwhelming flavour that I'm getting right now. Tablet. I've got apples in there as well. There's a bit malt as well. Nutty too. It's very lovely. Again, a nice mouthfeel. Not overwhelming. Not numbing, as would befit 46% ABV malt. It's so delicate, it's so subtle, and a lovely finish. Let's add some water to it, and let's see if we get any difference on that. Yeah, very mellow. Again, the hint, the lightest hint of smoke in there. If you are someone who's not a fan of peat, you would love this. I'm not a fan of heavily peated. I'll tolerate a Lagavulin 16 or something that's mellowed there and isn't heavy on the phenols. This one, there are obviously phenols in here because the peat which was used to smoke the barley was lightly peated, but I would imagine very lightly indeed. That's very pleasant indeed. Very pleasant. As I said, the first 8 batches have now sold out, but if you can find this in your local whisky shop or in your local whisky bar, it's very worth seeking out. So that's the Hearach from the Isle of Harris Distillery. Thank you for joining me, and Slange bar till we meet again.